Ekkarma.com presents Depression: Why You Need to Love Yourself Before Others. Depression is a major issue in our society, which has increased many folds after the COVID pandemic. I have seen it very closely and feel that we are not doing enough. We need to talk more about it as we should. This is especially very enhanced in the youth of our country. My doctor told me that she used to see 2 in 10 youths earlier with high depression. The scary number she told me is that she sees 8 out of 10 youths being affected by it. 80% of youth suffering from some form of depression and anxiety is a pandemic. In itself, no one is doing enough to address this issue, neither the government, nor the private citizens. Depression can be a lonely experience. It's easy to feel like you don't matter, that you're not good enough. You are worth loving, and realizing is the first step towards treating depression. Accept yourself. Everyone has their flaws. It's okay to be flawed, and it's okay to make mistakes. When we compare ourselves to others and hold ourselves to unrealistic standards, we're setting ourselves up for disappointment and self-doubt. Focus on the strengths and what you achieve. Celebrate the small things in life and the positive things that happen to you. Focusing on the good things in life can help shift the mindset towards positivity. Focus on your self-care. It means taking care of your physical health, eating well, getting enough sleep, and doing activities you enjoy. Take out time for yourself to do things you enjoy. Read a book, go out for a walk, or spend time with family and friends. What can we do? The simple thing is to talk about it. Sweeping it under the carpet is not going to solve this issue by itself. This is my effort towards this goal. My first point in this regard is that education and help needs to be provided to kids. Even one kid trying to harm themselves is something to worry about. We need to have more focus in schools towards this pandemic. Why can't we have one period at least where a psychologist can interact with the kids, where they discuss their issues and show them the resources available? Help is needed, but more than that, education on the presence of that help is more important. We need to educate the kids on how to love themselves the most, the importance of self for them. These kids will grow up tomorrow, and the majority will continue to exhibit the symptoms of anxiety and depression. Technology no doubt has contributed to this issue. We pass on the devices to our kids so that they don't ask us questions. Their brain does not get enough time to rest and get healed. Their cortex is still developing, and not giving it rest will increase the imbalance inside the brain. Rest for the brain, stress the hidden cause. Give rest to the brain. When we sleep, most of our body gets relaxed and recharged, except for the essential organs like the brain, which still has to run the body in some sense. Our sleep cycle has been affected. On average, people are sleeping later in the night. We are not getting enough sleep, affecting our next day's activity and, in the long run, contributing to stress. There could be different reasons. Our ambitions, where we are waking up early and trying to complete our work, or sleeping late in the night to get to that deadline. We want more money, and as we go higher up in the hierarchy, the company's also demanding more work to be done in place of it. After all, it is not a free lunch. Earlier, we would switch off our work when we walked out of our offices. Now we have combined our home and the office and continue well into our lives. Often enough, the frustrations of work are being borne by our families. Take a step back and realize what is most important in your life. Your family, your wife, your kids, where do they stand in this hierarchy of yours? Enjoy the small things in your life. Sometimes, while chasing the big things or looking at the bigger picture, we tend to ignore the small things which provide happiness. There are plenty of instances, we just must look for them. It could be a flawless day without any issues that happened to you. The simple smile that someone or something brought to your face. When was the last time you hugged your loved ones? When was the last time you did something for yourself, not work or something you are obligated to? But what gives you happiness? Loving yourself first. Loving yourself is the first step. Do things that make you happy. Do things for yourself, not for others. Not for society, but do them for yourself first. What makes you happy and decreases your stress levels? No matter what people say or how they try to put you down, you need to love yourself. You are the most important person for yourself, at the cost of sounding cliched. I will still say help yourself before you help others. Love yourself before you love others. Just to give you an example, if there is a painting or a costly item, each person whom you take it to will price it differently. Each person has their value for it. You are the same way. You need to recognize your value. Each person around you will try to value you differently. Someone giving you a low value doesn't decrease your actual value. You need to recognize your value and your self-worth. Diamond is formed when the carbon inside the coal is fused by different carbon atoms, coming together to form a new bond in a high-pressure situation. Your life is similar. You have the choice of accepting yourself as the coal that people are calling you, or using that pressure and coming out as a diamond. Avoid self-pity. Self-pity is the first thing everyone does. I am not good enough. Why do things only happen to me? Why am I in such a bad state? Is it because I am worthless? Questioning yourself is good, but question it in a way that brings out the positive in you. Think positive and positive things will happen to you. You need to fool your brain sometimes. It will believe what you say to it. If you say that you are worthless, it will create different situations subconsciously where you will believe it to be true. If you say to it that you can and you will do it and overcome the situation no matter what it takes, then it will create situations for you where you will be able to achieve that goal. Before convincing others about yourself, convince yourself that you are good and can do it. Hard work. There are no shortcuts in life. Accept the fact that there are no shortcuts in life. Hard work has no replacement. Even the diamond I talked about earlier needs polishing to bring out the sparkle in it, which makes it valuable. Otherwise, it is worthless till it is inside those coal mines hidden from the world. A person is also similar. You may be the unexplored diamond, but you also need to polish yourself through hard work. Hard work will bring out the diamond inside you and the sparkle that you need in your life. If you want something desperately, then be determined and make all the effort needed to achieve that. Success. Exercise, essential need for the brain, not just your body. I can't emphasize enough the effect exercise has on your mental health. The chemicals that are produced in your brain while exercising reduce the stress levels that you may have. Exercise increases the serotonin levels inside your brain. This is similar to what happens if we take medication. This is our body's way to generate it for its needs. All these chemicals bring down cortisol levels, which increase your stress. Sugar affects our mental health. Sugar has dopamine, so it feels good while you are eating it. Once you are done eating, you start feeling the effects of it, as your body has to do that extra effort in utilizing that sugar increase inside the body. It will have to pump in more insulin, causing insulin resistance inside your body in the long run. Once that extra glucose is converted into fat, the body cannot dump it, so it stores it as layers of fat over your muscles. Primarily the bulge you get inside your tummy. The fat is also stored in your liver, causing inflammation inside your body. Every organ must work more than normal to account for that extra fat, leading to that extra stress inside the body. Do what makes you happy. Every person has to find that thing which makes them happy, the thing which lets them forget their worries. You have to find that thing. People can help, but it is you who has to identify what makes you happy. It could be simple things like singing, writing, reading, or playing an instrument. Even reuniting with that long-ignored friend you have been thinking of calling for ages. Do that extra effort and find out that thing. Keep that phone down. Nothing is going to change if you don't refresh that message or app to find that inconsequential message waiting for you. If you are singing or writing, don't do it for others to see if they appreciate it or not. Do it for yourself, without any expectations, just for yourself. Expectations when you start having them for something, are another cause for that emotional imbalance. You're worth what you think, not what others think of you. Love yourself the most. You are strong and capable. You deserve happiness in your life. So love yourself before others and take care of yourself in every possible way. 3 simple things we need to take charge of ourselves. Exercise, avoid sugar, and love yourself. The only motto in life should be yes, I can and I will. Repeat these words whenever you are down. Motivate yourself and recognize your true value.